righty. Welcome to today's extra special international HDI live stream. So this is our HDI local chapter live stream. You know us every Wednesday, normally in the evenings, but we are doing our special coffee and early lunch time zone today. Just a quick programming note. We are sponsored by Robert Half Talent Solutions. So just always a reminder, we love our folks over here at Robert Half. They provide you with highly skilled IT professionals. They help keep your business running. So please make sure you go check out that web link above me and go, check out all the candidates that they have available for you if you're hiring. They've got amazing talent. And if you are the candidate and you are looking for something new, something fresh to jumpstart your career, they also have amazing open roles. So we're a huge fan of what they do. Not only are they connecting talent, but they also provide you with really interesting insights. So they have an awesome guide to not only hiring great talent, but retaining the talent that you already have. So what are ways that you can do to keep your people happy, to keep them efficient? And on top of that, what do you do to stand out in terms of your onboarding experience and the ways your employees interact? So we definitely recommend going up, visiting our friends over at Robert Half. And thank you to them again for sponsoring our live stream. So with that, I am very excited to introduce our guest today. She is an HDI award winner. She is joining us all the way from Hungary. She is a service desk supervisor over at Unisys. Judit, welcome to the live stream.
Hey, thank you so much for inviting me, and good afternoon and good morning, everyone over in all those different time zones. I'm really happy to be here with you and have a little chat about all these interesting topics.
Yeah, no, so are we. We always love bringing in new and interesting guests to this, and we think your perspective will be so interesting to learn about IT culture and how IT culture is different in different areas, right? Because it's not going to all be the same. So we were just chatting, if you were listening in on the pre-show, about culture and how different cultures interact and how to keep the connections alive. But before we jump into sort of the big questions, Judith, tell us a little bit about your background. How did you get into IT, and what does your career look like up to this point?
Okay, now this is an interesting topic because I didn't start my career as an IT specialist, or I didn't have anything in my career that would relate it to IT. As I was trained as a teacher, as a language teacher, and then as an interpreter. So I worked as a freelancer interpreter for some time, and then at some point, for personal reasons, I just decided to change career, and this is how I got into the service desk industry and the support industry itself. And this is what brought me closer to IT.
Amazing. That is.
So I don't have a proper IT background,
which is the coolest part, right? I mean, I think that's what makes some of the best IT people that I interact with don't have an IT background, and they've just sort of stumbled upon IT as a career.
Exactly.
And I think your background as a teacher and as an interpreter probably has paved the way to make you a great IT leader, because you really have to, when you're, I would imagine, interpreting language for someone, you're really guiding them through having, what they're missing out on and like how that experience is being, translated. So tell us a little bit about how you got into translation and what languages do you speak, because I always find that interesting, and what that was like.
Okay, I'm a huge fan of French and French language. This is what I studied at the university, and I worked as a teacher mostly in private schools for a short time, and then I tried to specialize myself in interpretation and in translation. where actually I already started to use different IT tools as the machine translation is already overtaking human translation.
Yeah.
So this might be a connection point between IT and my first part of career.
Absolutely. But, I think kind of why the service desk is so important to, especially someone like me. I mean, I was actually just talking to, a client of ours who's based in Brazil, and I was trying to do some Portuguese, and I was using Google Translate to try to they were laughing, and they were like, you're using the wrong words. And I was like, I'm following the machine. And there's just something about that interpersonal, being able to sort of pick up on the nuances and some of the slang, if you will, that I think is so important. And I think as a human translator, you're able to see, is this person understanding what I'm saying? Are they, kind of following along, or do I need to change my tone or my cadence or slow down a little bit? That I think is also so important in IT, is being able to read who you're helping.
Yeah, exactly. I think this is a common point between translation languages and the service desk, is that the human factor cannot be avoided. Even if we are using machine translation, or we are going with automation and AI in the service desk industry, as the trend is now. You cannot avoid the human factor, because it is going to be always there for the more complex nuances.
Yeah.
To add the nuances for to resolve the more complex issues. So this is a nice connection point between the two parts of my career path.
Oh, I love it. So tell us about now your IT career path. So you've stumbled into IT. Here you are at Unisys. How did you get to Unisys, and what is it about this company that is keeping you motivated, and what do you love about it?
Okay, so my IT career, I started at a competitor company of Unisys, another company, as a service desk agent. As simple as that, resolving incidents and all this kind of everyday fastidious and sometimes very hard activity. And then I started to climb the ladder. First, I became a team leader, and then that was the moment when Unisys contacted me and hired me as a service desk supervisor.
Amazing. So
2 years ago, just right at the beginning of the COVID period.
Amazing. So tell us, about how you transitioned into leadership. What did it take for you to now you lead a team of people? You're sharing your experiences. What to you makes a good leader in the service desk space?
I think what is very motivating for me is the connection with the team. And to find this right balance between keeping them motivated, being connected to them, and in the same time paying attention, focusing on business results. Because if you manage to balance those diverse elements in your team, the business results are there, the team is happy. This is the art of it.
Yeah.
And this is what you have to find. And sometimes there are periods when it is not easy, but it makes you even more motivated if in those not so easy moments you manage to find a solution, and then you can see the smiling faces,
which is the best part.
Which is the best part. Agreed on that. Yeah. Which is the best part of it.
So what is IT I mean, Unisys is a global company. You're talking to people we talked about this, from the West Coast to Asia and everywhere in between. What do you notice are the differences in culture between, people in Asia versus in the US versus Europe?
Okay, so we are not only a global company, but we are a multicultural company. We have locations in almost every corner of the world. But even just in the Budapest site, we have 50 nationalities working in the same on the same team, and on the services team, and I think this is a very interesting and intriguing challenge to make this work together, to find again the balance. To work successfully with people with very different cultural background, and I think we are doing it quite well, because this is what our success is showing, that we manage somehow. I think this is our openness and inclusivity that is making that we really find this balance.
That's
to work well and successfully in this multicultural environment.
That's amazing. And you're obviously doing a great job, because you are an HDI award winner, which we always love to highlight, and we love talking to our award winners, and you know, you were nominated by your peers. So tell us what that means to you, and what that experience was like, actually being notified you won that award.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yes, this was an amazing experience. Or the nomination process itself, it was a long process with lots of energy invested in there, because there was data gathering. We were sent questions to be answered with a given number of words to put into the answer. But actually, it makes you think over what you're doing, and it helps you to find your leading ideas and points that confirm what you are doing in your everyday life. It makes you realize what you are doing, actually, when you have to sum up what you're doing. And actually, when I learned that I won the award, was a huge surprise. It was Craig who emailed us, and yeah, it was an amazing moment. And inside Unisys as well, as we were already finalists in many categories, and I was not the only awardee from Unisys this year. It was there was a huge joy and celebration around this event.
It's pretty incredible.
And it's a huge recognition as well, not only for me, but I think our work is reflecting the whole company's success and culture. So this goes not only to me, but everything and everybody that is around and behind me.
That's an incredible shout out, and I think that speaks to the culture that Unisys as a whole has built.
Yep.
And I think I've talked to a couple award winners from Unisys. So what do you think is so special about what do you think the company as a whole does that has cultivated this amazing group of people who seem to all love their work and are really passionate about what they do every day, that you guys are all winning these awards?
I think you just mentioned the key word, because this is passion. We are all passionate about work, and if I look around and watching the agents, my team working, they like, of course there are complex moments, not so easy moments, but basically they like being together. They like doing their job. And my peers and my management, it's just an amazing team, and this mutual support and inclusivity that makes us such a wonderful team.
Oh, that's so great. Love to hear it. Well, 15 minutes goes by so fast, which is this is the hardest part of this job. I won't say job, but of leading this, because I just want to keep going and talking forever. But Judit, you were awesome and amazing to talk to. And I always like to ask this final question. For people out there who stumble upon HDI and stumble upon this live stream, and they're looking to maybe change careers and get into IT, what advice do you have for someone who is looking to make a career change? Or if they're in IT and maybe they're a service desk agent and looking to get into leadership, just any advice for people out there looking to shake things up?
It's just you should face the challenge, and dare this first step, and then if you are passionate, and if you are and if you like your work, then it is going to be sorted out very well, and it is a wonderful opportunity, I think, for everyone to find their career, because this industry is covering so many diverse and different activities. So it's not only being an agent, but many, many, many other jobs are there that can be chosen.
Oh, such a good point. And you're so right. And I think, even I'm in customer success and I've stumbled into the IT space, and there's so many parallels. And I think, as we've all learned from all the diverse guests that we've had, your background really can translate very well into the IT space. And if you love solving problems and you like helping people, IT is such a fun, cool job to get into, because one, it's not going anywhere, and two, it's always changing and evolving.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. I have Judith's, I think it's like over here, LinkedIn listed. So connect with her. She is incredibly knowledgeable, incredibly fun to talk to. Thank you so much to everyone who joined us live. We have Judith, you had a huge fan club here, I see in the chat room. So I heard
my colleagues.
Your colleagues are here, and they also said you're really good at laser tag. So we we're gonna have to do a laser tag challenge at some point. But I really hope one day to meet you in person, because I loved talking to you. And to all the people on the live stream, hello, thank you. And to all the HDI people who made this happen at a different time zone, Terry, Amanda, etc. We appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day, everybody, or evening, happy hour, coffee, lunch, whatever time zone you are in. And we will see you next week. Our guest is to be announced, so keep your ears open for our next post on who will be joining us. And otherwise, have a great day, everybody. Talk to you soon.
Have a good day. Bye.